place number 5, Anatoly Shevchik. Also leaving field number 2, Vitaly Khrushchev, replaced by 6, Ivan Shkvarov.
So 2 changes made, and we'll get back underway now. Ukraine shooting from left to right in this second half, away to towards the end with the big screen in that corner at the left-hand side, and Ukraine get us back underway. So roll back towards their own half, and over towards this near right-hand side, and instantly first touch for the substitute, leading goal scorer Shevchik. And back into their own half it goes in a central position to Zinoviev, over towards the left-hand side for Ukraine. Work down that left-hand side midway through Brazil's half of the field. Down that left for Ukraine and back to the halfway line. Dudko just outside the centre circle, left of centre. Clips one right-footed to a more central position. Too much on it though, and that's going to bounce all the way through and out. And behind that goal for a Brazil goal kick. So the goalkeeper, Dos Santos Ferreira, will go and gather the ball before dispatching away downfield. So Brazil 1-0 up in that first half with a goal from Dos Santos Ribeiro. Neatly finished from the left-hand side of the penalty area from a Brazil attacking point of view, and slipped right-footed into the far corner to send Brazil into the lead. Yet to concede in this competition, of course, as well, Brazil, and they've shown why with some solid defending up till now. Clearance away by Brazil over towards their right-hand side. Brazil trying to latch onto the end of that with their goal scorer and number 8, Dos Santos Ribeiro. Back in towards his own half by a couple of yards and clips it high over halfway down that right-hand side, looking for Brito da Costa. The ball just being seen back at the moment by the Ukraine substitute, number 6, Cavallo, right down by the corner flag, and he did well to allow that to run out of play, but the referee's assistant on the far side was indicating a foul, which the referee has ignored, and play will continue. Ukraine, centre circle, looking to bring it back inside their own half with Antonyuk. Just outside the centre circle, feeds it over halfway in a central position now to Ukraine's number 7, which is Dotsenko, over towards the left-hand side. Ukraine keeping possession. Nice little step over by Dutko towards that left-hand side, faced by Cabral da Costa, who got a foot in initially just to stem the attack, and the ball goes back towards the centre circle. Ukraine up towards the edge of the box. Nice turn from Antonyuk, just on around the edge of the D, but Brazil will bring it clear. Cabral da Costa works it to the left-hand side, and Brazil will cross over halfway with Almeida de Souza on this left-hand side, back to a more central position, just outside the centre circle, over on that far right-hand side with Dos Santos Ribeiro. Down the right-hand side he goes, midway through Ukraine's half of the field. Cabral da Costa, 33 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. He rolls the ball back inside the Ukraine half of the field, but back towards halfway by a couple of yards. Trying to work it down that right-hand side, Brazil, too much on it, and that will be a Ukraine throw. 5 yards away from their corner, left-hand side, and worked all the way back to the goalkeeper, Shmashko. He feeds it away to the left-hand side. Ukraine will bring it out of defence, up towards the edge of the centre circle, just inside their own half. Now up towards the centre spot, and then worked over to this near right-hand side for Ukraine. Quickly won back, though, by Brazil. Chance to break, bit of space to the right-hand side if they can pick out the pass, but Ukraine are able to bring it away. Just unable to quite pick out the pass there. Montero Gomares with the attempted ball for Brazil up towards that area, and now Ukraine will clear. Worked back midway through their own half, central position, and the ball over to this near right-hand side. At the feet of the number 5, Shevchik. Shevchik now to a more central role, and then over to the left-hand side. Dutko trying to slip it through the midfield, and Brazil will bring it away. Over halfway, right of centre, and Brazil looking to bring it through that midfield line. Brito da Costa, little step over on the edge of the D. His initial shot blocked, and that runs away on this near side, Brazil's left. About 10 yards away from the corner of the penalty area for a Brazil throw. 34 minutes gone. Brazil looking to work it short back towards halfway. And it's worked infield by Alves Vieira, and all the way back to the number 3 again, just short of halfway. Alves Vieira, left-hand side for Brazil. Diagonal ball up towards the corner of the penalty area, left-hand side. Just let run and smashed over the top for a goal kick. So he's let it run across his body there, the number 4, Montero Gomares, before firing a left-footed strike from a tight angle, high over the top of the crossbar, looking to try and add to his 2 previous goals that he's notched in the tournament, but that one well over the top. Ukraine, right-hand side, looking to thread it through the midfield, and again, Brazil are on hand to bring it clear. Right-hand side of the centre circle. Through the centre circle they progress towards this near left-hand side now at the feet of Almeida de Souza. Almeida de Souza looks to work it back to the halfway line again for Brazil, just inside their own half by a couple of yards. Left-footed ball down this near left again. Heavy touch in field though by Almeida de Souza. Antoniuk wins it back. Ukraine looking to try and break. Antoniuk from the centre circle now, looking to power forward. He's got players back at him though from Brazil, and Ukraine have to try and work it across to their left-hand side. Back to a more central position again now, looking for the strike. Right-footed strike. Goalkeeper pushes away. Downwards header into the back of the net. One bounce and in. Downwards header from Ukraine's number 7 into the back of the net from Dotsenko, who had probably the best opportunity earlier for Ukraine. Ukraine are level. Dotsenko had the best opportunity in that first half when Cabral da Costa nipped him from behind him and took it off his toe. But on this occasion, he's on hand to head home the rebound. The strike towards goal, goalkeeper parried away, bounced the ball out. Dotsenko downwards header, one bounce into the back of the net, up into the top left-hand corner with the bounce. And Dotsenko levels the scoring. Ukraine, the current Olympic gold medalists, are back level. And that's the first goal that Brazil have conceded in this year's Paralympic Games. So Brazil get us back underway, right-hand side, and into the centre circle they go. Looking to get things back underway again. Over to this near left-hand side they go. Brazil at the feet of Almeida de Souza. Plays one in towards the left edge of the penalty area. Neat turn, but Ukraine have got players back there, and they're able to bring it away with Dutko. Just outside the penalty area, right-hand side. Further down the right it goes to Shevchik. He tries to squeeze it down the line, but it's going to come back at them again. Brazil making a run infield from that left-hand side. Referee played advantage, then will call it back for a foul, and a bit of a delayed reaction as the number 2 goes down, Almeida de Souza. He got the free kick, he tried to continue in fairness, and the referee allowed that to go on as well, but then has quickly called that back for a free kick for Brazil. Left-hand side, and an opportunity for them to maybe get the ball back forward again. So a little break in play though. 1-1 here at the Riverbank Arena. The current Paralympic gold medalists are back level here against Brazil, and as I mentioned, Brazil's first goal that they've conceded in this tournament. Downwards header into the ground, up into the top corner from Dotsenko, quickest to react inside that penalty area to capitalise on the opportunity and to level the scoring. Ukraine scoring their 17th goal of the tournament with that header from Dotsenko. So it will be a free kick now, and the number 2 for Brazil back on his feet, Almeida de Souza. So that free kick can now be taken about midway through the Ukraine half of the field. A 2-man Ukraine wall standing in front. Antoniuk and Zinoviev standing in the way of this one. The number 8 and goal scorer of Brazil's goal, Dos Santos Ribeiro, looks interested in this one. It is bright orange boots. Looks to deliver, short ball to a more central position. Brazil trying to find a bit of space, and now right corner of the penalty area. Cabral da Costa, right-footed strike across the face of goal. No one there though, and the ball runs all the way to this near right-back position for Ukraine for a throw. But a real driven effort across the face of goal there from Cabral da Costa. Just needed a touch, no one able to latch on to the end of that. I don't think anyone was brave enough to connect with the driven strike across. And the ball over to that left-hand side for Ukraine. Looking to try and bring the ball over halfway, which they do so successfully enough. Powerful run forward into a more central position now for Antoniuk. Over towards that left-hand side for Ukraine. Forced back though, and has to come back to the centre circle again. Ukraine in possession, just inside Brazil's half of the field with Dutko. Rolls it to this near right-hand side to Shevchik. Shevchik now looking for options, has to turn backwards and feed it back to the right-back position to Dutko, who will bring it up towards halfway again, just right of centre. Dutko switching the ball across the centre circle inside their own half, Ukraine, to the left-hand side, and then goes to retrieve the ball himself, Dutko. Clips it towards the edge of the area. Knocked down initially, looking for Shevchik again, but now Brazil will head the ball to the centre circle and look to bring it away with Brito da Costa. Over towards this near left-hand side now, at the feet of Almeida de Souza. Tracks back and rolls it midway through Ukraine's half the field in a central position now. Brazil still in possession. Brito da Costa thought about the shot, may get a second bite at that. Little deflection, and that'll spin on behind for a corner for Brazil. Over on this near left-hand side with 39 minutes gone. Brazil 1, Ukraine 1. Brazil corner down their left. Opportunity to send the ball into the middle here for Brazil. Ukraine with plenty of players back, and the corner is worked short. Ramirez back wide on this left and clipped into the area, deep to the far post, too deep though. The ball bounces just inside the area and drifts out for a goal kick. So goal kick for Ukraine, looking to work the ball away. Shmashko works it short to the edge of his area to Dutko. Dutko just on the edge of the D, will work it away to the left-hand side, midway through their own half, Ukraine, right over on that far left. Clips it down the left-hand side with a low short ball. Antoniuk will chase. Brazil defender slips, and Antoniuk keeps going. Right down by the penalty area, left-hand side. Little cut back into the area. Brazil just did enough to keep that out against the foot of the post. Prodded, right-footed strike. Oh, just over the top. Brilliant scramble in the area. And the ball finally broke free, and a smashed effort towards goal by the number 6 Cavallo in the end. Just sailed over the top of the crossbar. But it was originally just blocked away, and a shot against the post with a little prod came back out, and Cavallo rattled the top of the woodwork as he sailed his effort towards goal, clipping the crossbar en route with a fantastic drive with plenty of power from the edge of the area. Ukraine close, but not close enough, and the clearance away downfield. Brazil turn away, looking for an instant reply at the other end. Dos Santos Ribeiro drags it wide of the bottom corner. Wanted a corner out of that, but nothing given, and goal kick for Ukraine. Shmashko rolls it short to his right-hand side, just outside the penalty area, which will be brought away by Shevchik. Clips it down the line right-hand side. Ukraine unable to keep that in play with their goal scorer Dotsenko, and the ball is out for a Brazil throw. Left-hand side, 10 yards short of halfway. Underarm throw, infield, back towards the number 3, Alves Vieira. And the ball at his feet, clips one long and direct, chested down towards this left, but the referee just says he handled that. He was well positioned toward that. He's had a little bit too much to say there, Brito da Costa, to the referee. Just calls him back to explain that situation and explain that he needs to not be back chatting, and that is indeed a free kick for Ukraine. So 10 yards short of halfway, and worked to a more central position by Dutko. Dutko receives it back again, midway through his own half, right of centre. Back square again. Ukraine over to the left-hand side. And all the way back they go, 10 yards outside their penalty area, left corner of the box, and all the way back to the goalkeeper Shmashko, right on the edge of his area. Works it away towards the left-hand side. Ukraine keeping possession. Low ball threaded through the centre circle. Antoniuk. Back inside their own half, a couple of yards they go, and then all the way back towards the goalkeeper, who has to stray out of his penalty area to come and meet that one. Rolls one down the line, Shmashko, down the right-hand side, and Ukraine will come back with Dutko right on the corner of his own area, right-hand side. Tries to roll one down the line, and Antoniuk is there, feeds it back in towards his own area, and Shmashko will gather. Shmashko at his feet, feeds it away to the left-hand side, and Ukraine able to bring it away. Ball clipped down the line, too much on that, and that's going to run all the way through for Brazil, behind their goal for Dos Santos Ferreira to come and gather. So Brazil 1, Ukraine 1 here in Group B. Top of the table clash to decide who will win the Group B and take on Islamic Republic of Iran. The losers of this game, if you like, or the side who will finish second, will take on Russian Federation. Both are through, but it's just a question of who they play. So a throw for Ukraine, hurled in towards the edge of the halfway line, and it's picked off by number 7, Dotsenko. Dotsenko works it back towards the left-hand side for Ukraine, just inside Brazil's half of the field now, left-hand side. Back in field a couple of yards to Dotsenko again. He rolls the ball across the centre circle. Ukraine keeping possession, fed forward down the right-hand side, about 10-15 yards away from the corner of the penalty area with Shevchik. Back towards his own half he goes. And Ukraine with a high hanging ball in towards the penalty area, too much on that, and that just bounces behind that goal, and that's the goalkeeper's ball. A long ball in towards the area, again just sails behind, and a goal kick for Brazil. Dos Santos Ferreira will take, right footed away from the edge of the inner box downfield, in towards the centre circle. Dutko's header comes back through though for Brazil to try and latch onto. Ukraine are in the way, they're able to turn up towards the edge of their own penalty area there. Slight foul in the process there from Brazil's number 4, Montero Gomes, and that is indeed a free kick for Ukraine. 10 yards outside their penalty area, left of the corner of the box, and worked short to a central position to their number 3, Zinoviev, and he rolls it across to this near right-hand side to Dotsenko. Back to Zinoviev again, inside his own half. Low ball in towards the centre circle, trying to squeeze it forward now. Shevchik tries to help it onto the edge of the box, half cleared away. Shevchik will go to try and meet it, but the Brazil man just got in the way there, the number 2, to win that first, Almeida de Souza. Ball down the left now for Brazil, left corner of the penalty area, trying to scamper forward the number 4. Got a man in the middle if he can pick it out. Good block though by Dutko, corner for Brazil, but excellent run down the left-hand side from Montero Gomes, trying to cut it back inside the box, and just blocked away for a corner on this near left-hand side for Brazil. So Brazil corner looking to deliver from the number 8, goal scorer of that opening goal, Dos Santos Ribeiro, looking to take for Brazil. Plenty of players in and around the edge of the areas. It's delivered deep to the far post and too deep again, and the grazed header just fails to stay in play and runs behind for a goal kick. Šmaško will work it short for Dudko. Dudko will bring it out of defence, midway through his own half towards that left-hand side, and he's just looking to cross over halfway now. Dudko, threaded ball towards the left-hand side of the penalty area. Ukraine in possession with Dotsenko. Tries to turn away from the tackle, but that is a foul and a free kick for Ukraine. Foul from Brito da Costa, and a free kick for Ukraine now in between the sideline on that left. It's taken quickly. Antoniuk tries to drive one in towards goal and blocked away. Quickly taken there by Ukraine, and now Brazil might be able to break. Brazil midway through their own half, work it across over halfway to this left-hand side to the feet of the number 2 Almeida de Souza. Down to walking pace, waiting for support, and goes for goal from distance through a crowded area and behind for a goal kick. Certainly worth the effort. Driven towards that near post, and in the way there was the number 4 Montero Gomes, just trying to jump over the ball to allow it to run through and cause problems for Šmaško, and Ukraine will bring it clear. Right-footed ball from deep inside their own half, volleyed away defensively from the edge of their own area there by Alves Vieira. So Ukraine throw a couple of yards inside Brazil's half of the field, down their left-hand side. Underarm throw infield, back down that left-hand side once more. Ukraine keeping possession, back towards the edge of the D. Then worked over to this near right-hand side now to Ševčík. Ševčík looking to try and make a run forward. Has to have another go at him and turns back inside the defender. That's a foul. Ševčík wins the free kick, about 10 yards away from the right corner of the penalty area as Ukraine look at this one. So a free kick in a promising position for them to deliver into the penalty area here. Brazil with some more defending to be done, but first of all the referee's just going to have a word, and indeed is going to reach for a yellow card here for Almeida de Souza, who's going to go into the referee's notebook, and that is a first yellow card of the game. Almeida de Souza is going to be booked. So the Brazilian just being pointed out that it's not his first foul, and that is the reason for the yellow card. And now Ukraine will take the forthcoming free kick. So it's about 5 yards away from the corner of the penalty area, right-hand side for Ukraine, and they're able to try and work this one now in towards the area. A little bit further back than that, sorry, more about 10 yards away from that right corner of the box. Ševčík and Antoniuk standing interested in this. 2-man Brazil wall just outside the edge of the box. Laid short to Antoniuk, back down the right to Ševčík. He tries to dig out a cross-come shot, and it drags it wide for a goal kick. Going to be a change coming up for Brazil in just a moment. In fact, it's going to happen now. Number 9, Da Costa Silva, is going to be coming on, and Dos Santos Ribeiro, the goal scorer for Brazil, is going to make way.
For Brazil, leaving the field, number 8, Yuri Gregory Dos Santos Ribeiro, replaced by number 9, Luciano Da Costa Silva.
So Da Costa Silva on for Brazil. One apiece in this game with 48 minutes gone. And the ball will be back in play once the Brazil goalkeeper has dispatched over to his near left-hand side. Brazil keeping the ball in play initially, and then the substitute with his first touch has allowed that to run out of play there, Da Costa Silva, and that will be a throw for Ukraine. Right down by the right-hand side, Ševčík turns away, low cutback by him, Brazil clear again, another Ukraine throw. Level with the edge of the Brazil penalty area, down Ukraine's right-hand side. So we're fast approaching the final 10 minutes of this game. Ukraine throw, Ševčík and Antoniuk down there, down the right for Ukraine to take. Laid short, Antoniuk tries to slide it in towards the edge of the area. Brazil on the edge of their D will pass the ball out of defence, caught late, but advantage played, a good advantage by the referee. Brito da Costa, right-hand side now for Brazil, trying to switch the ball in towards the penalty area. Cushioned header down, is not completely away. Brazil pick up the loose ball, central position, just outside the D. Into the area they go with the pass, and Ukraine are there, crowding that area and able to bring it clear with Dudko. Dudko moves across to that left-back position and then rolls one up towards halfway left-hand side. Heavy ball back towards their goalkeeper Šmaško, and he will feed it away to Ukraine's right. Just shy of halfway, crossing over halfway, Shkvalo in towards Brazil's half of the field, up towards the right corner of the penalty area. Ukraine keeping possession now with Ševčík. down by the corner flag right hand side, turns the defender, low cutback, blocked away by Brazil. Cavallo tries to get there and goes down. Is he going to get a free kick there? Indeed he is, and the referee is reaching for a card again here now, as Cavallo took it beyond the defender there, and the referee reaching for his notebook is going to take action. And it's Montero Guimarães who came in with the challenge, goes over to speak to the referee, and the referee indicating as well that is not his first foul either, and he is indeed booked. So a yellow card again for a Brazil player, and another free kick for Ukraine in a promising position down their right hand side, and another chance to float the ball into the middle, but at the moment a break in play while some treatment is being administered by the physio who's just come on to give this. Cavallo, the substitute, was the man scythed down as he knocked the ball rather intelligently beyond the defender there, inviting the challenge, which was forthcoming, and then he was taken down. So a free kick for Ukraine, back on his feet, Cavallo, and this free kick will happen now. So everyone back in and around the edge of the area. So at the moment, if things stay the same, Ukraine will top the group because of goal difference, and that will be the difference between these two sides. But at the moment, finally poised game, and Ukraine left corner of the penalty area now, looking to try and make it so that it doesn't need to go to goal difference. There's a long ball switched across towards this right-hand side. Cavallo tries to keep the ball in play and does. Hooks it down and works it back a couple of yards. Good tackle comes in from Brito da Costa to deny Shevchik and deflect the ball away for a Brazil throw. Brito da Costa from deep inside that left-back position will bring it up midway through his own half to a more central role, goes back to the left corner of his penalty area, and Brazil will look to clear away. Clipped ball, left-footed, lofted up towards the edge of the centre circle, and Ukraine slide the ball away through that centre circle, but Brazil quickly have it back. Low ball to this near left-hand side, collected by the substitute Da Costa Silva, and Ukraine have quickly won it back. Centre circle, Antoniuk. Low left-footed ball to the left-hand side, Dotsenko for Ukraine. Rolls it back towards halfway, now into the centre circle to Dutko. Central position, midway through Brazil's half, Dutko goes for goal, and the ball just bounces away from that man, Cabral da Costa, and out for a Ukraine throw down their right-hand side. We're going to see a change now coming up, and that is going to be for Brazil, and the effort that he's put in this afternoon, no surprise that Cabral da Costa is brought off, and coming on is Da Silva Bordinho for Brazil. So a swap made, but a fantastic afternoon of football from Cabral da Costa. He's been absolutely everywhere on that pitch, and I'm sure Ukraine will be thankful to see the back of him as he goes off. Clearance by Brazil inside their own half, bouncing ball, middle of the park as they try and win that back, and hooked up into the air instantly by that substitute who's just come on there, Da Silva Bordinho, and as he tries to knock the ball forward, and the ball up and over halfway, but it has been called back for a Brazil free kick, taken just on the edge of the centre circle and worked back inside their own half. The referee wants it taken back a couple of yards further. A little bit of nitpicking there from the referee. It was inside their own half, Brazil. It didn't really matter that it was a yard further forward, and now play has to be halted, and now they can continue. Right hand side for Brazil, looking to try and bring it forward in a central position. Their number 9, Da Costa Silva, back towards the edge of the centre circle, and then inside their own half by a couple of yards, still inside the centre circle, and then worked just inside Ukraine's half of the field right hand side, trying to slip it down that right hand side now. Brazil in possession, right corner of the penalty area, trying to turn on the outside of Cavallo, who got his body in the way well, and Cavallo just sees that one out for a Ukraine throw. Deep in the left back position, 54 minutes gone here at the Riverbank Arena. Brazil 1, Ukraine 1. At present, as I mentioned, Ukraine will top the group and Brazil will come second. Ukraine throw right down by that corner, and it's thrown all the way back to their goalkeeper Shmashko. Confidently passes the ball back to that left back position, and Ukraine will bring the ball away, but bounce is off Dotsenko and back out for a Brazil throw a couple of yards inside the Ukraine half of the field. Across there to take is Brazil's number 9, Da Costa Silva, and he throws it two-handed all the way back to the right back position and then hooked to the centre circle. Brought down by Shevchik now for Ukraine, feeds it towards the left-hand side, into the penalty. Antoniuk couldn't connect. That was the chance to clinch a winner perhaps there for Ukraine, just outside the inner box as it reached him, and the captain, who knows where the back of the net is usually, just unable to connect with that one and just bobbled the ball wide of that near post. So Antoniuk not quite able to connect and not quite able to build on the 2 goals that he's previously scored in the tournament. Ukraine in possession from the centre circle, trying to thread it through with Dutko's pass, but Brazil will now come again. Low ball through the midfield, up towards the left edge of the penalty. Low drive, blocked away by Ukraine on the follow-up, just bouncing wide of the post. Just fell nicely into the path of the runner, just in and around the edge of the area, trying to latch on to the end of that, just inside the D, and the ball just bounced away. Almeida de Souza, who got onto the end of that, and unable to capitalise. So from one end to the other, both sides could have been in front. Ukraine left-hand side, here they go again. Shkvarlo, low ball inside the box, just beyond Antoniuk again. Goalkeeper just did enough maybe to put him off, but the run of the ball maybe just ran away from Antoniuk at the last moment and behind for a goal kick. Bit of space opening up in these final 10 minutes. We've got a little less than 5 minutes to go of this one now, plus added on time as the ball is worked away to this near left-hand side, and Brazil to bring it forward with Almeida de Souza. Tries to cut in field. Almeida de Souza, right-footed strike towards goal, and just wide of the bottom corner. Boggling effort. It gets a deflection en route for a corner. Corner for Brazil. Almeida de Souza frustrated as he thought he'd found the back of the net. Right-footed strike towards goal for a crowded area. A couple of deflections en route, and in fact Brito da Costa right on the edge of the inner box just couldn't quite connect. Corner taken quickly. Dutko tries to clear, but it's still down that right-hand side for Brazil, and a ball all the way back inside their own half for Brazil to patiently build from the back, and back down this left-hand side for Almeida de Souza. Inside Ukraine's half of the field, midway through it, looking to maybe try and work it still down this left-hand side. He's got support further down this left now from the number 7, which is collected by Da Silva Bordignonu. Then a foul is given against the number 4 for Brazil there. A shirt pulling from Montero Guimarães, and that is a free kick for Ukraine from inside their area. A yard just outside is going to be taken. Dutko will take right-hand side, level with the edge of the inner box, and Dutko just works it short to his goalkeeper Shmashko. Shmashko under pressure, confidently again, rolls it out to his left-hand side, and Shkvarlo goes back to his goalkeeper again. Shmashko's clearance. Ukraine header back into midfield before continuing the run forward. Antoniuk from the centre circle sets off on a run and feeds it to the right-hand side. Shevchik now, right-hand side of the penalty area, outside the box by about 5-10 yards, and a good tackle this time from the number 4 for Brazil, Montero Guimarães, and he's able to bring it away. Really is end-to-end at the moment. Brazil looking to try and break forward here now themselves to a more central position. They've got space right-hand side, they can pick out the pass, but Ukraine get players back, and it's back down to walking pace again. Midway through Ukraine's half the field, and then all the way back into their own half. Brazil crossing over halfway, central position, trying to work it down this left-hand side now. Brazil away from that corner of the box by about 10 yards, right down by the corner flag, trying to turn, trying to keep the ball in play, which he did, but Dutko takes it off him. Shevchik, he tries to turn the ball away, deflection on that, and that's a Ukraine throw, 5 yards short of halfway, and we're going to see a change now for Ukraine, and it's going to be Dutko. Sorry, change for Brazil, I apologise, and coming off is Montero Guimarães.
On in his place, number 12,
Jorge Luis da Silva. So a late change for Brazil in these late stages of the game, and Ukraine looking to bring it away from the centre circle. Is there a winner in this one yet? Ukraine looking to work it towards their left-hand side. Brazil temporarily intercept. Did that get a nick off the defender en route? It did, and a corner it is. Brazil corner, right-hand side. Chance to work this short now outside the penalty area. Right-footed ball into the box. Shevchik back there defending, tries to get away. High boot there, but play continues, and Brazil have it left-hand side of midfield, midway through Ukraine's half of the field, at the feet of Almeida de Souza. Again, down to walking pace as he clips one low across from left to right. Brazil in possession, right-hand side of midfield now, and then all the way back to the centre circle they go. Brazil threaded up towards the edge of the box. Good interception by Ukraine. Able to bring it away, threaded ball downfield up towards the edge of the centre circle, and Brazil have got it back again. Over to this near left-hand side now, Almeida de Souza. Is there one final goal in this one? gliding into a central position, midway through Ukraine's half of the field. Almeida de Souza, ball at his feet, steps off to the right-hand side, right-footed strike, breaks back at him from Shkvarlo's tackle, and now Ukraine can break away with Dotsenko. Over to the left-hand side, Shkvarlo carrying the ball over halfway towards the left corner of the penalty area. Good tackle needed to be made and was, and Ukraine right down by the corner flag left-hand side. Still not cleared yet by Brazil. Shkvarlo, low cutback, Shevchik, edge of the D, thought about the shot and does over the top of the crossbar from Shevchik. Unable to add to his haul of 6 goals that he's already notched in this tournament. Just unable to keep that one down. Snatched it in a little from the edge of the box and over the top of the crossbar. Brazil have a man down at the moment. Almeida de Souza is down and may need a bit of treatment in the D on the edge of his own area. The goalkeeper wants to pick him up as quickly as possible so that no treatment is needed, but the referee's just indicated that the physio has come on, so therefore he will still probably have to leave the field of play, and does. So therefore Brazil will be temporarily down a man at present, 6 men. Well, this kick is taken by their goalkeeper, Dos Santos Ferreira. Late on in this game, we're going to see how much added on time there's going to be now. 2 minutes of additional added on time there's going to be.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes
Brazil
additional time.
Inside their own half, looking to keep the play going down that right-hand side. Final push perhaps from Brazil, back to their full complement of players now, up towards the right corner of the penalty area, to a more central position. Could have gone down looking for the free kick there, but didn't. Right-footed strike towards goal by the man who's just come back on. Advantage played by the referee. Right-footed strike towards goal, into the arms of the goalkeeper. Comfortably gathered from distance there. Ambitious effort bent towards goal by Da Costa Silva. And away come Ukraine. Antonyuk from that left-hand side, threaded back to the edge of the centre circle and up towards the halfway line. Low ball through towards the edge of the box. Shevchik trying to play a diagonal ball to the left corner of the penalty area to Dotsenko, but the man back there again is Almeida de Souza, and he clips the ball away. Brazil able to keep the ball in play, but Ukraine quickly win it back. Midway through Brazil's half, central position. Shevchik just outside the box, dragged his effort against the defender, and the ball spins away for a corner. Right-hand side for Ukraine in what could essentially be the last opportunity on goal perhaps. Dotsenko worked it across. Shevchik, the leading goal scorer, driven towards goal, and his deflected effort away this right-hand side for Ukraine corner. Shevchik will take right down this right-hand corner, and Shevchik works it short to Antonyuk. Back to Shevchik again. Shevchik with a low ball back to Dudko, back to Shevchik again, right corner of the penalty area. Shevchik cutting in towards the edge of the box, left-footed strike diagonal, it blocked away, and Brazil able to bring it clear towards their left-hand side. Brazil looking to maybe bring the ball over halfway, and maybe one last chance for them. We're deep into the 2 minutes added on time. Brazil towards their left corner of the penalty area, just outside the box. The substitute for Brazil trying to get there on that occasion to Silva, and unable to do so, and Ukraine will bring it away again with Dotsenko powering over halfway now, up towards the corner of the penalty area, trying to knock it beyond the defender, who stood strong there. Brilliant play by Alves Vieira, and that is that. The full-time whistle blows. Brazil have finished this game one apiece with Ukraine, and Ukraine will top the group on goal difference. So Ukraine win the group, Brazil will come second, which means we now know how the semi-final places will look. Russian Federation, who top Group A, will take on Brazil, and Islamic Republic of Iran will now face Ukraine in the semi-final stages. Hope you've enjoyed the audio descriptive commentary from this afternoon's first offering. They've got a cracking game coming up in just a couple of minutes' time. It's going to be United States of America versus Great Britain, and that will be a 4:15 kickoff. We'll be back in a little while.
Ukraine!